Hey guys, I'm Colwen, back with another Transformers video, and today I've got Transformers War for Cybertron Sixshot. I've covered Cog and Red Cog, and actually I should have dug those guys out for this video, but oh well, we won't be seeing them. The nice thing about Six Gun is the original version of him back in the day, he was meant to, break apart and become little guns for Metroplex, and then he had a combined mode, but he never once had a vehicle mode. This one kind of has a vehicle mode. Let's bring in Film Noir Spider-Man. We got Scourge. We got Soda Can. We've got Hubcap here. And we, of course, need to bring in the Siege car guys. And we'll bring these guys back in when we get to the weaponizer mode. And yeah, he's got a hard time standing up because he's got like no heel spurs or anything back there, and you got to kind of lean him forward a little bit. Let me bring in Brunt real quick. Alright, so I've got Sixshot and Brunt here in their robot modes, and I know they weren't friends at all, but they were counterparts to each other. You know, Metroplex had Sixshot and Tripticon had Brunt, and it's interesting to see how the Decepticons do their weapons masters, or their weaponizers, or whatever you want to call them. You know, the Sixshot, he's got lanky kind of proportions, and, you know, kind of heroic, and Brunt is just this big old beefsteak of just beat crap up, really. Okay, so Sixshot here, he's got good colors. He's got the red legs with the white on top, broken up with a little bit of black here and there. He's got some silver battle damage scraping stuff on his wings. Got a very generic head sculpt, but it's pretty much accurate to the old 1980s version. I like the missile pods in his chest there. That's pretty cool. He's got a bunch of little effect ports on here, so you can plug on all kinds of little blast effects and stuff. And he's got plenty of siege ports. He's got one on each of his upper arms. He's got siege pegs on his outside shoulders, siege ports on top of his shoulders. Got him on the bottom of his feet, side of his feet, and these little pegs here can be very good for pegging stuff onto. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with him. Articulation-wise, he's got a swivel head. He's got a swivel shoulder with an up and down. He's got a swivel above the elbow and a regular 90-degree elbow. Waist joint, universal jointed hips, thigh swivel, decent knee bend. Now, I get, and he's got more battle damage on his feet also. So before we get into his vehicle mode, we have to disassemble him, because he's got a weaponizer mode. So you're going to take his two big guns off right there, and these are okay looking rifles. You're going to take these smaller guns off here, and we can... Oh, no, you can't do that. You can do that, but that doesn't make any sense. You're going to take off each of his legs, take off each of his arms, and then this part here will split up. Now, if you're so inclined, you're going to take the head and cup it away like that. You can just turn them around can you? Oh, no, you can't. Okay. You have to go ahead and oh, no, yeah. If you want to, you can just twist him around at the waist and then bring up these guns and then re-equip all the other stuff on him to put him into his spaceship mode. No, actually, no. Spaceship mode requires that. So this guy does need to be fully disassembled to even transform him. And we end up with this nice pile of parts here. Ooh, I was not aware that that could be done like that. That is a little... You can hinge this out and get an extra port for pegging things on. Okay then, I was not aware of that. That is neat. So we've got this thruster backpack thing here. So I'm going to bring in Barricade, and we're going to remove his light bar to make use of this point here. Going to fold the cockpit down, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to stick these on the bottom. No, not like that. Not like that. Put them on like this. And fold those away. We're going to break open his legs. Now he's got feet with guns on them. He's got gun. This isn't Gundam. This is gun feet. He's taking tips from Bayonetta. These weapons here, the arm things, I'm going to use the hinges on Barricade's shoulders to turn his shoulders facing downwards. And I'm going to go ahead and just stick them on there like that. There we go. He's very, very back heavy now. I would like to take this, and there is a hinge that will fold out here. Does this hinge around? Oh, ooh. There's a part there where it can hinge out and away a little bit. Okay, cool. We're going to bring those parts forward like that. And then, you know what? I'm going to have to mount these cannons down here like that. And I can have him wielding a giant hand monster weapon thing. And let's go ahead and take these smaller guns. You know what? Yeah. Peg them on down here so that I can twist them around and he can use them as an extra set. An extra set of guns down here. And we can take this light bar and stick it right on the back there. And now we have a very, very back heavy Barricade, all weaponized out. He's got the jetpack. He's got the wings on his on his arms. He's got a big old cannon hand weapon thing with 6 fingers on it that he'll use to grab you and blast you. Let's see how this looks next to Scourge and Hubcap and Film Noir and Soda Can. This is it kind of works. It kind of works. Let me get this stuff off this guy. Okay, so I've got the pile of parts that is Sixshot. To make his vehicle mode, you're going to take this core piece that is his lower torso and his upper hips, and then he's got these barrel things hanging off his back, right? You're going to flatten the barrels to where they're all going straight forward up along his back, and then using that fold out hinge, right? No. Put that handle away, and then use the port that's basically on his back. And then you're going to take this engine and cockpit chunk, and you're going to peg it on top that like that. So you have the barrels coming from the underside of the cockpit, and then you have this big old bulk down here. Take his leg pieces, and if you're so inclined, there is handles on them, so you can wield the legs like big old giant cannons, which is a cool thing. The barrel can go a little limp, though. Be aware of that, the limp barrel. Turn the upper legs down, the knees, and then push the hips up, and then peg the legs back on. And there are these tabs right here that are going to go into these slots on the back of the thighs, or on the front of the thighs, rather. Like that. Oh, I got to put these the other way around, actually, because there's these pegs on the outside, and you want those pegs to be facing outwards. That way the legs will not bump into each other. You see, like this. And now you've got the main thruster engines going on. Then we're going to take the arm pieces, and you're going to just stick the arms straight into the sides here. We're going to take these gun barrels and turn the arms so that this little cavity in the underside of the arm is facing outwards, so that the handle from those guns can tuck in there. Okay, make sure they're facing outwards. And you know what I'm going to recommend you do? I think this actually might be the way they do it. Put the arms in facing the other direction, like this. That way these guns are facing forwards. And then as far as these barrels go, you could stick them back in the middle there, or I think we can go ahead and just stick them underneath each of the wings. And we end up with this very, very Cybertronian looking vehicle. Let me fly him out for a second. Side comparison, and I actually wouldn't mind seeing a fight go on between these two guys. That is kind of cool, actually. I really do enjoy that. Let me bring over Film Noir Spider-Man, and hey, I can stand Six Gun up on his feet. Come on, come on. Stand! Okay, here, how about that? There's soda can. That actually was kind of cool looking. There is Scourge. There is Hubcap. This is actually a fairly sizable dude. Like, okay. And we've got the car guys. Six Gun, you really are only ever going to need one of them, and you're going to pair them off with either your Metroplex or your Fort Max. I have a Fort Max. You're supposed to put them with Metroplex. What is nice about the Six Gun now is he's got this really Cybertronian mode, but he's got the core in the bottom, he's got the engines, he's got the wings. Like, for a sci-fi BS vehicle, he's got everything where it needs to be. He's got missile pods up front. He's got those big old cannons. Like, this is a scary, intimidating guy. Like, he's not Six Gun. He's 8 guns and 8 missiles. I'm going to call him 8 Gun. And I don't think he even turns into 6 guns. He turns into more than 6 guns, doesn't he? I like the vehicle mode because the original Six Gun did not have a vehicle mode. He was a pile of guns that became a robot. So, it's a pile of guns that becomes a robot that happens to have a vehicle mode. They nailed it. And it's Cybertronian, so it's a VTOL capable assault craft. And all these thruster nozzles and all these little pegs are all Bloosh effect compatible. So you could bloosh this guy all up. I think even these barrels up here are compatible. So, like, yeah, you could really affect this guy up really good. Price-wise, I think his price stayed pretty stable. You can get him loose for around $25-30, and that's right about where you should be paying for this guy. Make sure he's got all the parts: 2 red guns, 2 black guns, 2 arms, 2 legs, a backpack, and an upper torso. But otherwise, go get a Six Gun for either your Fort Max or your Metroplex. It's a good vehicle. The engine's back here. And you open the feet up for more maneuvering, and like, yeah, he's a fun guy. He's a fun little dude. I enjoy him. I'm Colwen. That's Transformers Siege of Cybertron, Six Gun. If you can go get one, I'd really recommend getting one just for the fact that he's... Look at this thing. How can you not... It looks like something out of Veritech or Warhammer even, or something. I don't know. It fits in so many concepts. Alright, thank you guys for watching.